it's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a Halloween tutorial and I'm so excited that I really got the chance to sit down and film a Halloween look. Funny story, I've actually had this look saved for last year's Halloween tutorials and I didn't get around to filming it, so I'm really excited that I finally got the chance to sit down and film this look for you guys. I wanted to do something really girly, really glam, but still something that you can do using the makeup products that you have at home. The only thing that I bought for this specific tutorial was the wig because I wanted to be extra and the bow tie because I wanted to be a little bit more festive, but you can pretty much do anything, and you can also turn this into a flamingo, you can turn this into a mime, you could do so many different things with the eye look specifically, and then of course you can customize the mouth and the nose. I did like a bejeweled rhinestone nose. For some reason, clowns are really popular this Halloween season. I know Nikki Tutorials uploaded one, and I know there's somebody else, but now I can't think of it. So I tried to do something a little bit different because I really did want to film a clown look. So this is my version. This is what I came up with, and I hope you guys like it. So if you want to see how I got this glam clown, colorful clown makeup look, Halloween look, then definitely go ahead and keep on watching. Alrighty guys, let's do this. I have nothing on my skin right now. I do have a little bit of moisturizer on because I'm going with a super duper matte foundation. I did pop in some contacts just to add a little bit more spookiness when the look is done, and I also glued my brows down. All you want to do for that is take Elmer's glue, a spoolie, brush your hairs up, add glue, brush your hairs up. You have to do that a couple times until your hair is really nice and flat alongside your face. So if I turn to the side, there's no hair in the way. Everything is really nice and flat. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a primer. This is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I'm going to use this because I am having some large pores in this area and I want my skin to look really nice and kind of porcelain-like. Look at the difference in those pores. Yes. So now that we are nice and primed, I'm going to move on to foundation. I am going to be using two foundations. I'm first going to start with the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I'm going to use this to conceal my brows. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply it the way that my hair grows. I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge and I'm going to lightly tap that foundation in. Very light. This is a Halloween look on its own. I'm going to go in with a second layer because my hair is pretty thick. We are going for like a super colorful, girly, glam clown. So I want to still keep my face really nice in white because you know clowns, they have a white face and the rest of their body is like a normal color. I still want to kind of mimic that, but I don't want to make my face like a stark white. So instead, what I'm going to do to keep it still as realistic as possible is I'm going to go in with a foundation that is the lightest foundation I own pretty much. This is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation in 010. It is the lightest shade that they carry and it's awesome. It's super full coverage. It has a nice matte finish and it's going to keep everything looking very nice and matte. I'm going to go in with my sponge and again I am just going to apply this all over the skin. Okay, you also want to take a little bit of this foundation and cover up the brows very lightly. So now I'm going to go in with concealer. I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair. It is the lightest shade I own. And I am going to apply this right here under the eyes. And I'm also going to apply some to my lid to prime. And you can take it up towards the brow. I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge and blend this in. So now that you have pretty much erased your whole entire face, we are going to set everything into place. And I am using my Maybelline Fit Me powder in 05. It is the lightest powder that I own and it has a little bit of a color to it. And I'm first going to set the brows. Then I'm going to set my under eyes. Now I'm going to set the rest of the skin using the powder as well. We are setting everything. So the inspiration for this video actually came from this picture that I found on Pinterest. Whenever I am looking for makeup ideas, I always tend to go the more editorial route. So I searched up, it was actually last year, I searched up editorial clown and I started looking through the images and I saved a few. So this is what I'm going to be basing my look out of. Like, that makes any sense? Yes, I think so. This is the eye look that we are going for. And then I really like the mouth on this clown over here. And then I also like the face on this one over here. And then I also really like the nose on this one. So I'm gonna take a little bit of all of the looks that I have seen and just come up with one. For the eyes, I'm gonna be taking this Rude Cosmetics Ciste Fantastique. I hope I'm saying that right. This is what the palette looks like. It has tons and tons of colorful like shadows. So I am excited. I'm gonna take this purpley shade, which is called Sherry, and I am going to begin to place this in the outer corner and blending upwards. Next, I'm going to take that same brush, but I'm going to go into this teal aqua shade. If you have the Manny MUA palette, you can take the shade Kiki. That one would be good as well. And I'm going to place this in the middle and up again. Where the two shadows meet, you want to go into like a circular motion just so that everything kind of blends in really nice and seamless. I'm gonna go in with that same brush, which by the way, it's a Luxie 205 brush. And I'm gonna go into the shade Jolie, which is the yellow shade from the palette. And I am going to put that in the inner corner of the eye and up. Again, going in circular motion to blend those two shades together. So now we're going to begin to add a little bit more of definition to the look. So I'm going to go into the Manny MUA palette and I'm going to take the shade Pageant Queen, which is this really dark purpley shade. And I am going to apply this to the outer corner where we applied the pink and begin to add a little bit of more definition to the outer corner. Now I'm going to take the blue shade from the Manny palette, which is called Fishy, and I'm going to again apply this on the area where we applied that green shade and mix it in together. And now I'm going to take the yellow shade from Manny's palette and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner wherever we applied that first yellow shade. I'm going to take a little bit of this hot pink shade, of these two hot pink shades. I'm going to apply this right on top of the area where we applied the purples to really make like a nice transition. I'm taking a little bit of this green shade over here, mixing it in with a little bit of this one, so these two minty shades. I'm going to apply that right on top of that blue section that we have. Go in with your finger even and just kind of tap it over to give it like a nice icy sheen. For the inner corner, I'm going to take the slightest bit of this orangey shade right over here. It's like a really pretty orange. And I'm going to add just the tiniest bit right here. And I'm going to fade it up towards the brow and on the side. And I'm also going to bring this color right here in towards the bridge of the nose. For the lower lashes, I'm going to take a little bit of this purpley shade from the Manny MUA palette and I am going to smoke it in the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of the hot pink shadows and I'm just going to smoke it right underneath, connecting this outer part to the bottom lash line. I'm going to take the yellow from the Manny MUA palette and I'm going to place this in the inner corner of the lower lash line. I'm going to take a white eyeliner and I am going to line my waterline. I'm going to take a flat shader brush and a little bit of the red and black. I'm going to mix those two together and I am going to apply that really close to the lower lashes, just to add a little bit of definition. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara to my lower lashes and top lashes. Alrighty guys, so I took some lashes and I cut them up and I applied that to the bottom of my lower lash line. Now I'm taking the Dame Boss lashes in the style Gold Digger. Look at that lash, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I am going to apply that to the top lash line. Alrighty, so that is the eyes completed. At this point, you can pretty much turn this into a mime. You can turn this into a flamenco. You can turn this into a flop girl, I don't know what they're called. Taking my Kevyn Aucoin, the contour book, and I'm going to take the middle shade and I'm going to lightly just kind of sculpt these sides just a little bit. I'm going to take the Makeup Geek blush in the shade XOXO. It's a really pretty pinky shade, and I am going to apply this to the apple of the cheek and back. I'm going to take my white pencil and I'm pretty much just going to outline where I want the nose to be. And now I'm going to take a red lip liner and I'm going to go over that white line and I'm going to fill it in with the lip liner. Now I'm going to take a red liquid lipstick and I'm going to fill in the nose. I'm also going to go ahead and line my lips with the same red lip liner. By the way, this is the Profusion Matte Lip Liner in the shade Passion. I'm taking a black eyeliner and I am going to underline my lips with the black eyeliner. And then I'm adding a red gloss right on top. Now I'm going to go in with a white liner and I am only going to underline the top of the upper lip. I am taking little red rhinestones and I am just going to add them to my nose. All over. So I'm going in and I'm adding random white dots just to kind of add some definition, and it makes it look like rhinestones a little bit. I'm going in with like a pink highlight and I'm going to apply it up here on the tops of the cheekbones. And I'm going to apply it also down the center. I'm going to go in with a little bit more blush to the apple, the cheek, and a little bit up here on the top of the forehead. Alrighty guys, so this is it. This is everything. I love the way that this look turned out. I'm going to have a link in the description for my wig and the bow tie. They were both really inexpensive. The wig is from Amazon and the bow tie is from Party City. I think I only paid like $2 for it. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I love this look because I was able to achieve it using products that I already own in my collection. It's a great last minute Halloween look and I love it. I love the way that it turned out. I love everything about it and it's really easy to do. And I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys and I'll see you very, very soon with a brand new video. Mwah!